Good morning. This is Pastor Zach with the Goodland United Methodist Church on Monday, August 7th with your morning devotion. Today we're going to look at the book of Exodus in the 16th chapter, verses 1 through 3. The whole congregation of the Israelites set out from Elim, and Israel came to the wilderness of Sin, which is between Elim and Sinai, on the 15th day of the second month after they had departed from the land of Egypt. The whole congregation of the Israelites complained against Moses and Aaron in the wilderness. The Israelites said to them, "If only we had died by the hand of the Lord in the land of Egypt, when we sat by the flesh pots and ate our fill of bread, for you have brought us out into the wilderness to kill the whole assembly with hunger." You know, I sit in a lot of meetings, and I mean a lot. Rarely does a week go by where I'm not in at least one conference call or a web meeting. Usually they all end up in the same place. How do we increase the witness of the church and turn around a declining institution? It's not always that blunt, but usually whatever the difficulty we are facing can be attributed to the changing role of the church and religion in society. Lack of money, solution, we need more people. Small programs, we need more people. An empty sanctuary on Sunday, we need more people. More than once when I'm sitting in these meetings, I find myself reflecting on this narrative in Scripture from Exodus. I keep thinking about Moses and Aaron leading the Israelites out of slavery in Egypt and what it meant to everyone. In the midst of discovering a new way to live, the Israelites really just wished they could go back to the way things were. Even those times were awful and result in their death. At least it was familiar to them. At least they could get food and know how to function. The problem is, you can't go back. You're on a path to something greater, Israel, and it ain't back there in Egypt. I feel this narrative speaks not only to the church today, but change in our own lives. It seems obvious when you hear that the church is not the same as it was in the 1950s. But often we act like it is. We know we need to try new things, to reach new people, to build new relationships, to show the need for spiritual community, but we still expect people just to show up at our doors because of a fancy flyer or a flashy website. We need to look at the big picture. We need to be collaborative as churches and Christians. We need to not buy into the idea that competition is what we need between us. There's a lot of people that don't go to church, and even if a fraction of them started going, our witness would be increased. So I think we should start asking, where can we share our resources? Where can we assist in relationship building? Where can we defer to another because they have a specialized gift for that ministry? I think long gone are the days where every church met every need. How do we collaborate with like-minded Christian communities no matter what our background? We find ourselves in the wilderness, unfamiliar with the dynamics, unsure of where we'll end up, but holding out hope and praying that it'll come true. As much as we want to turn back and make things the way they used to be, moving forward is the option that God gives us. Tomorrow is a new day, new possibilities for our lives. Will we move forward in order to see the manna that God has coming from heaven? Remember this, that we are God's people. We were created in God's image and fashioned in God's love to help transform the world through the life and example of Jesus Christ. Have a blessed day.